Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Minute Waltz, which means we are about to play Just a Minute, Canada! I, of course, am your host, Albert Howell. Thank you very much. And with me tonight, the lovely Teresa Pavlinek. The lovelier Pat McKenna. And the loveliest Paul Bates. There you go. And now, as you know, in this game, the way it works, the rules are quite simple. You have to talk on a topic for 60 seconds straight without deviation, hesitation, or repetition. At any time, one of the other people may challenge you. If they challenge correctly, they get a point, and they get to pick up where you left off and take up the rest of the time. If they challenge incorrectly or facetiously, which is my word of the day, the point will go back to you, and you will continue with your time. You also get 2 points for being the person talking at the end of 60 seconds. And you get an extra point if you can talk for 60 seconds straight without being interrupted. So there you go. You guys ready?
Yes.
You ready, audience? Lovely. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. We'll start with Teresa. And Teresa, your topic, poutine. You will talk about poutine, very Canadian, for 60 seconds. Go.
Poutine is a Quebec dish that is made up of a sloppy mess of French fries, cheese curds, and gravy, sometimes bacon if you're feeling daring. Now, I can honestly say...
I don't know if French fries is actually a required ingredient for poutine.
Oh, yes it is. Yes.
It is it?
I don't know. Can we? Is there?
I think so. Isn't that poutine?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know if it is, but you said ingredient instead of so right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it back to Teresa right there because I mean, the least you can do is word your challenge.
That's the French way of saying it. Sorry. Wow.
I understand. But no, we're gonna stay with Teresa on that one. And Teresa, you still have 46 seconds to talk about poutine. Go.
I can honestly say I have never tried poutine. I don't want to. I'm not sure why. I just never really had a taste.
Yes.
That's a repetition on the word never.
Ah, very good. Paul, I'm going to get on to Paul. Paul, you have 38 seconds to talk about poutine. Go.
Poutine looks like a French chef just gave up halfway through trying to do something new with fries. Yet, it's a lovely dish if you're hungover, and when I am hungover, I think
Hungover.
Yeah, hungover.
Oh, I thought because he doesn't drink. Okay.
Hungover. Teresa, you're absolutely correct. And 24 seconds. Go.
Poutine is something that you would never make at home. Who would think of actually concocting a dish such as poutine for dinner one night? I never would. You would go to a restaurant to have something like that. I would love to go to a small...
Does wood count as something you can't say over and over again? Wood?
Wood.
W-O... Wood? Wood?
You know what, Paul?
He didn't spell it right.
Yeah,
so.
I gotta say again, like, man, get your challenge together at least. You know?
If I got ingredient, he can't get wood.
No, you know what? Okay, yeah, no, I gotta go with. I don't want to get Patrick mad at me, so there we go. We'll get him back. Teresa, you're scoring big on all these bad challenges. And you have 11 seconds left on poutine. Go.
I would love to go to a small Quebec town and have a toothless French woman make poutine for me. I think that would be the most...
Wow! Holy cow. Holy cow. Paul, it's robots.
Oh, I like robots.
Yeah. You said you can talk for 60 seconds about robots, starting now.
Isaac Asimov laid out 3 laws of robotics. Rule number 1. Robots...
What?
Rule.
Oh,
He
nice.
laid out 3 rules.
Rules?
I
No,
said
there's
laws.
different. No, there's
Rules
there's
and
law and rules, and rule is different than rules. So, so I will give a point to Paul. Paul, you get a point, and you still have 51 seconds to talk about robots.
A robot must do whatever he's told. Number 2. A robot must not...
Yes.
Must.
You know, when you get into rules...
That's good. That's fair enough. I'll have to give it to Teresa on that one.
Yeah, it's good. There's one more rule if you want to get in there.
Teresa has 42 seconds to talk about robots.
Robots scare the hell out of me, honestly. Even R2-D2 I found a little creepy. There was that movie where the robot house took over and tried to rape a woman. I don't know if anyone saw that, or was that in my dreams? Yes, we know that existed. That movie was terrifying. Don't ever...
Movie.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are good at this, because I'm not picking this stuff up. I'll tell you. All right, yeah, Patrick has 25 seconds to talk about robots.
I actually have a robot. He's my best friend, and I call him Charles. He responds when I yell out his name because he brings me food, and I eat a lot. You can see that by looking at me. He's a friend of mine, and I know that we can travel together.
He said friend twice.
Did he? Yeah? All right, fair enough.
I don't have
Paul.
many, so
Gotta make them count, right?
Yeah.
And by the way, the movie was Seed.
Seed. That's right.
Demon Seed. That's right, Demon Seed.
Terrifying.
13 seconds back to Paul, right? Yeah.
Let me tell you about a little thing called the robot dance. It's a move where you move your arm. Damn it!
I'm guessing hesitation on that one.
and
It
move.
was move.
Move and hesitate. Yeah, there's a double.
Who called it? Patrick? That was it?
That was a dramatic
I
pause.
think
Albert.
Teresa got
We
it
both
first,
kind of
though.
did it at the same time.
All right, well,
but-
Patrick's ahead by so much. I'm going to give it to Teresa.
Oh, thank
so
you.
there you go. Teresa, you have 5 seconds about robots. Go.
I don't know how you make a robot or create one, but I'm imagining you have to be quite smart to do so.
Very good, Teresa. Woo. Catching up. Catching up. All right. Who's next?
I guess I am, yeah.
Pat. The topic is sarcasm. The topic is sarcasm. And you have 60 seconds to talk about sarcasm starting now.
We would not have North American comedy without sarcasm. Take any sitcom and you'll see the whole thing is based on sarcasm. We no longer use wit to get humor or to get laughs. Instead, we use the fact that we want to belittle somebody, to malign somebody, to put them in a class. I know, it's not even a word.
Smile, yeah.
You almost sold it, though.
I know, right?
You were so close. You were, I was
I
like,
said if I engage them in the story, they won't be hearing the words.
I was waiting to see if anybody buzzy on that. That was good. Okay, no, that's Teresa, and she has 46 seconds to talk about sarcasm.
I love sarcasm. No, seriously, I do love sarcasm. But what I love more,
It was a good joke, but she said love twice.
Did she?
Three
Yeah?
times,
Yeah,
actually. I
all
was
right,
about to say
fair
it 3
enough.
times.
All right. Paul, you have 40 seconds to talk about sarcasm.
Once I tried to spend the entire day being only sarcastic to everyone I met. Someone would say to me in the morning, "How are you today?" And I would say, "Great!" And they'd be like, "Well, what an asshole." Then later on, I would go to work. My coworkers would say, "Would you like some coffee?"
Say,
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice call.
A little petty, but nonetheless. Yeah.
we're getting close, Al.
I know. You gotta pull out the guns now, right? Okay, cool. You have 21 seconds to talk about sarcasm.
I really love people who don't get sarcasm. They are my favorite humans in the world. They seem to walk around life not understanding wit or humor. How you can go through your day and not realize that someone is being sarcastic to you is mind-blowing. But those people I find...
Now I'm gonna give it to Teresa right there. Teresa.
He said people twice.
She did. Yeah, it was close, but I was like, nah.
They're going to be talking about that tomorrow.
They'll be on Sportsnet. Did you see the call Howell made on the thing? Paul, you will be talking about babies for 60 seconds, starting now.
Babies. I can talk about babies till your ears fall off. I've got one, and he can't poop in a toilet. Maybe you don't want to hear about this right now, but I've got a lot to say. Babies are generally nice things. They stare at you and smile, but when it's time to make them go to the bathroom and just poop a little, they want...
Poop.
Yeah,
That was inevitable.
It's like rules.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
now who
rules.
buzzed first that time?
Oh, that was Teresa.
That's Teresa. Okay, fine. Teresa, you get to talk about babies for
Oh,
36
boy.
seconds.
Babies take away any semblance of a life you thought you once had. Yes, they make you happy and bring you joy and ground you as a human being, but they honestly tear apart any brain power you once had.
Let me first change my buzzer back to setting 1.
Who buzzed?
I buzzed.
You buzzed.
I
Okay,
couldn't
that's-
buzz. The phone went sleepy on me.
Okay, there you go. Paul.
I can't remember now.
there you go. So that was hesitation, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, hesitation. Yeah.
All right. So how much time do we have left? We have 22 seconds left, and it's to Paul
Yeah.
on babies. Go.
I actually almost missed the birth of my baby because I was downstairs at the coffee shop in the first floor of the hospital getting a sandwich, and I asked to have it grilled, something I normally never do. Then I got a text message from the doula saying the child is on its way, and I was like, but I haven't got my change yet. And so I was waiting at...
Patrick, it is your turn to talk about a topic. Our topic is cheese. You will talk about cheese for 60 seconds, starting now.
Cheese is one of those things that I never really understood. I only thought there was orange. That's what I grew up with. There was the only one color. And so I enjoyed that cheese as long as I could. Till I got married and I was introduced to all these different types of cheeses. And different smells. Orange cheese doesn't have... I know.
Repetition?
That's repetition on different.
Yes, absolutely.
And orange.
And orange.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Gosh.
that too.
All right.
I would have buzzed me on orange, but different was good too.
Hey, you know,
There's a
so
couple
many
going.
challenges.
Paul, you got 44 seconds. Talk about cheese, starting now.
Where do I start with cheeses? There's Stilton, there's Blue, there's other kinds that are not coming to my mind right now. But I'll tell you, when I get together with the neighbors these days, every Sunday before Game of Thrones, they'll lay out the most fabulous platter of cheeses. I sit down even though I've had my dinner. I eat as many of those cheeses as I can. And I drink many glasses of red wine.
Many.
Many.
Yeah, many.
That's true.
He also said other a lot too. Okay, so there you go. All right, I'll give it to Teresa on many, and you have 18 seconds to talk about cheese, starting now.
The French eat a lot of cheese, and yet they're skinny people. This doesn't make sense to me. Cheese is supposed to bung you up, make you large, and make things wonderful, and yet...
Repetition on make.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you that one. Yes, Paul, and you are 5 seconds away on cheese, starting now.
My baby loves cheese, and that's the reason he won't poop. He loves to...
Paul!
Nice.
Close. I saw the thumbs moving.
We have one more round to go.
Oh.
So we're going to give it one more. Woo, yeah. You thought you're done. We're getting a bonus round. All right. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna call an audible here, and I'm gonna ask you guys to talk about Sudbury. So we're gonna start with Patrick on Sudbury. Okay. 60. Someone's never been there. Okay. 60 seconds to talk about Sudbury, starting with Patrick. Go.
I just worked up in Sudbury, and it's a fantastic little town. I'm from Hamilton. It's very similar, where the work ethic of these people is incredible. The prices are absolutely insane. A bottle of shampoo can cost $6.99, and they don't even have hair up there. There's a great restaurant called the Laughing Buddha. There's another one called After Hours. So they're getting to find themselves to be metropolitan to the best way they possibly can, and know, because of the mines, they have all this money, and they're all buying big trucks and new TVs, and they're absolutely giggling themselves silly.
Yes.
He said absolutely twice.
Yep. You're absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Very
you're
good.
absolutely
Really good. I hate to break it up.
Oh,
because
I
it was
know.
so
Oh my God, the ice was thin. Oh yeah.
nothing to say about
Oh, I smelled bait. I knew. Okay.
Paul, you have 30 seconds. That was, my God, that was pretty good. 30 seconds with Sudbury. Your turn. Go.
It's the Sudbury, the Big Nickel. I have almost nothing to say about it. I've never been there. I was offered the chance to go once and I declined. I almost want Patrick to just buzz me out so he can continue his wonderful things that he had to talk about. But no, Sudbury. I was in the touring company of Second City when we had a show scheduled to be in Sudbury. I got sick on purpose. I didn't want to go.
He said go twice.
It's true.
Okay. There you go. Patrick, it is you. 3 seconds.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh. Okay. 3 seconds. Go.
The wonderful thing about a town like Sudbury is that you get to leave. A lot of bonus points for a 3-second joke.
There you go. I think, even with the bonus point, I'm
I
afraid
worked on that one.
it's Paul with 6, Patrick with 9, and Teresa with 11. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Just a Minute Canada. Thank you very much for coming out. Let's hear for Teresa Balvick, Paul Bates, Patrick McKenna, our timekeeper, Sheethal Nanda, sound, Nima Shams, director of photography, Dan Bowman. Keep clapping. Cameras, Donovan Godet. superstar producer Anita Sharma. I'm Albert Howell. Thank you. Good night.